When people ask who is the greatest girl group of all time, Spice Girls, The Supremes, TLC's are names that often get thrown around. But in the 80s, there was a girl group that had a run full of hits, and that group was named Exposé. They were known for pushing the freestyle sound to the mainstream, but over the years, they often get overlooked as one of the greats, and they deserve their flowers. So today on JGTV, we're going to go through the journey of Exposé, the most overlooked girl group of all time. Before we begin, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It costs free $99, it helps out the channel, and you'll have zero regrets doing it. So without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Finding a starting point for this video is kind of tricky, but let's start off with the question, what is freestyle? And I'm not talking about what rappers do on the top of their heads, but freestyle, the genre. It was a genre that blends early hip-hop, R&B, dance pop, and Latin rhythms. Latin freestyle was one of the first mainstream US genres where Latino artists found success without singing in Spanish. The genre was specifically big in two places, New York and Miami, two cities that have huge Latino communities. But it'll be Miami where this story begins. A disc jockey named Luis Martinez and Frank Diaz of Pantera Records wanted to start a girl group with the Latin freestyle sound in mind. Luis met Sandra Sandy Canasas and immediately felt like she was a perfect fit for the group. They then added Alejandra Lorenzo, an aspiring dancer and singer, and Lori Miller, and they would call the group Exposed. In 1985, they recorded and released the song Point of No Return. The song went to #1 on the dance charts and became a pioneering song of the Latin freestyle. Exposed hit up every nightclub to promote the single. The song eventually landed in the hands of David German, and he had them signed to Arista Records so the song could go national. But he changed the name from Exposed to Exposé. They followed up Point of No Return with Exposed to Love, and that song reached #12 on the dance charts. After seeing how the first two songs performing well on the dance charts, Arista ordered an album from Exposé. Then things get a little weird. Sandy decided to leave the group to pursue a solo career. She would be replaced by Gioia Bruno, an Italian-born, Jersey-raised singer. Then Alejandra Lorenzo decided to leave the group to pursue other endeavors. To find her replacement, Allie and Lori decided to recruit Jeanette Hurtado for the job, which she accepted. The group started to work on their debut album, but then almost as soon as the album was near completion, Lori Miller, the last original member, left the band due to business and personal reasons. She'll be replaced by Ann Cureless. So within a year, Exposé basically became a new group. In January 1987, the new lineup of Ann, Gioia, and Jeanette released the first single as the new lineup in Come Go With Me. And by this time, thanks to the rise of Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam, the Latin freestyle sound was now in the mainstream. Come and Go With Me reached #5 on the Hot 100 and #1 on the dance charts. In March 1987, Exposé released their debut album, Exposure. On the album, it featured the group's debut single, Point of No Return, but a re-recorded version with Jeanette on leads. Thanks to the re-release, the song reclaimed the #1 spot on the dance charts while reaching #5 on the Hot 100. Next single was Let Me Be The One, a song that featured Gioia on leads, and that became another top 10 hit and #2 on the dance charts. Final song for the album was Seasons Change. The song pivoted away from the freestyle sound, but it winded up becoming a smash. The song reached #1 on the Hot 100. Exposure would go double platinum, and they became the first girl group to chart multiple top 10 songs from their debut album, with 4. To promote, they were the open acts for fellow freestyle act Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam. However, the group was struggling with their contract situation. According to Gioia, the group was only paid $200 per show. The label tried to make things peaceful, but it was to no avail, and the group filed a lawsuit, which wound up settled with a new negotiated contract. In 1989, Exposé released their follow-up album, What You Don't Know, kickstarted by the title track, and that song reached #8 on the Hot 100 and #2 on the dance charts. and this followed with another ballad, When I Look at Him, and that song reached number 10 on the Hot 100. Next in line was the song Tell Me Why. This song shone a light on gangs and its influences on the youth. The song reached number 9 on the Hot 100.
Tell me why it goes every night.
What You Don't Know went gold. To promote, they went on their first headlining tour, but in August 1990, member Joya started to have vocal problems. It was later revealed that she had a benign tumor on her vocal cords, and due to these issues, Joya would leave the group and would be replaced by Kelly Moneymaker. In 1992, the group started to work on their third album. Throughout their run, Luis Martinez produced most of their first 2 albums, but this time, especially with the freestyle sound fading, the group started to work with a wide range of producers. The self-titled album would be released that same year. The album had one major hit in I'll Never Get Over You. The ballad was written by Diane Warren and it reached number 8 on the Hot 100.
I'll never get over you, getting up.
But other singles failed to make impact, and despite those setbacks, the album still went gold. In 1995, they teamed up with Diane Warren again to record the song I'll Never Say Goodbye for the Two of Us, and that song appeared on the Free Willy 2 soundtrack. By the end of 1995, Exposé was dropped by Arista Records and the group disbanded shortly after. With the group ending, Jeanette participated in a stage play for Manhattan. Kelly married soap opera actor Peter Reckwell. They have one daughter, and Kelly would drop multiple independent solo projects. Anne worked in songwriting, supplied vocals to several dance club projects, and taught music in music business. Joya would start performing again once she recovered from her vocal emergency. In 2004, she released her first solo album, Exposé. The album was a success in the dance realm. In 2006, Exposé with Gioa announced that they were touring for the first time in a decade. But in 2007, Crystal Entertainment sued Jeanette, Joya, and Kelly, who only performed with the group occasionally, Paradise Artists, and their company Walking Distant Entertainment over the name Exposé. Crystal claimed that it owned the rights under a license agreement, while the group disputed that they'd been using the name for 2 decades. The suit was dismissed, but Crystal Entertainment filed a second action and they went on trial. The second suit dropped Kelly and Paradise from the proceedings. In 2009, the court ruled in favor of Exposé and granted exclusive rights to the name and given trademarking over the name. Today, Exposé still performs and tour. Kelly, as mentioned earlier, only performs with them on occasion as an honorary member as she resides in New Zealand. Exposé's run might have been quiet, but proved effective. They were pioneers of the freestyle sound as they were able to make the sound commercially friendly. Seasons may change, but their legacy remained. And that concludes Exposé, the most overlooked girl group of all time. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. The following was a JGTV production. Thanks for watching.